Hey guys, what's up? The next poem I'll be reading is poem 492, and this is actually a story. It's called Mark of the Beast. I wrote this with my buddy Martin. We've written a few poems together in the past. This was my idea. I really liked the concept. This is about a man that was convicted of murdering his wife, and now he's in jail. Even though he had stated numerous times he's innocent, his days are being numbered. He's getting the chair, and he's getting a writer who believes in him and his story and asks him to write his biography. Mark of the Beast. He's guilty, according to the Supreme Court. Interviewers and writers have tried to get a word out of him, but nothing. I've written a lot of biographies on other people's lives, some famous, some ordinary, but the reason I choose him as my next inspiration for my book is I have a feeling that he's innocent. There wasn't any evidence proving him otherwise, just an outraged brother and the judgmental jury. I'm just surprised that he took the offer. He really doesn't mind me writing a book about him. The guard walks me. I hear prisoners cursing and shouting. We come across his cell. He unlocks it. I walk inside. It's so dark. I could barely see. I take a notebook along with a pen, his eyes watching me, breathing hard, his facial hair long. I get a sense of goosebumps shiver up my arms. A book slips out of his hand onto the filthy ground. I read the title, The Wolfman. I take a seat and wait for him to speak. I ask myself, why would I want someone to write up my life story? To be completely honest, I only accepted this offer because you mentioned to a source you believe that I'm innocent. It may be too late to change the mind of others. Besides, my day is set. My life now consists of minutes. But by your words, I know you can make people understand that I did not murder my wife, my children, my life. These things were my world. They need to know. I looked at him as he kept writing his notebook. He seemed so professional, even more than my useless attorney that did nothing with the case. He asked me how many times I read The Wolfman. About 13, I told him. It was my favorite book. Since his writing was more based on people's lives, I gave him a little gist of what the story's about. Well, before he was the Wolfman, he was a cop. He served, protected, he did. But after his wife left him, he began to drink more. It wasn't until he was drunk in the woods he got bitten by a wolf. His life changed. You see, he would only prey on murderers and the bad. But people never saw a man, they saw a monster. So he was killed by society. So tell me, writer, what do you see in me? I looked at him and dropped my pen. I believe you're a good man, and I'm going to write the truth. It's the least I can do. Time went by, and I went deeper into his life. His brother did not understand why I was wasting my time writing a book about a murder. It was 12 days before his death sentence that I published my book. It even became a New York bestseller. And at 7:30 a.m. on Monday, I was sitting right next to the brother while the men secured him on the electric chair. His last words, I'm glad one person discovered the truth. One day all will see that I was innocent. Weeks after his death, authorities found missing evidence in the brother's house, a knife with some blood. Apparently the brother was jealous. No one had ever expected such an alibi. That's why it was never mentioned. But now I understand why The Wolfman was his favorite book. He was innocent, although society had a mark on the beast.